Hey guys, Jared Wesley here of Live Traders, and back for what I consider to be another educational lesson. Okay, so a few days back, guys, I put a video out there that was a bit satirical, and a lot of you guys got up in arms over it, and I had a feeling it would rub some people the wrong way, and in doing so, it got some traction and a lot of comments, and some people go, oh, that's just shameless, Jared, to put a video out there just for the purpose of getting traction and taking shots at people and this and that. Why don't you just mind your own business and do what you do? For all of the people that think that, thought that, or are still thinking that now, you missed the entire point of the video. I went down and I didn't read all of the comments, but I skimmed through the comments, and a lot of you missed the point. Most of you got it. This was just having fun, having a laugh at the industry, but in somewhat of a serious way. Okay, no cars behind me today. Why? Because I have something genuine that I want to talk to you guys about today. And what I'm going to do to talk about that in a couple minutes is I'm going to go over to my computer and I'm going to pull up account statements, okay, from several years back, a little bit further back than that, where I turned $2,165 into $51,700 in 1 year. Okay, now some of you guys right at this very moment are going, see, Jared, you're just like all the rest. You're no different than them. When they say, well, if they can do it, why are you knocking on them? You did it, Jared, so why are you knocking on them if they did it? No, and no again. Let me explain. I'm going to go over those account statements in a way in which you won't think I'm going to go over them, which means I'm going to show you exactly why it's the stupidest thing in the world to try to take $500, $600, $700 and turn it into a ton of money. And I'm going to do it with $2,000 and tell you how foolish it was. Why? Because of the levels of risk that I had to take to do it. And you're going to see it. I'm going to show you not only the monthly account statement, but I'll show you the daily P&Ls, because I took screenshots of all of it years ago. It was like the most ridiculous thing ever. Sure, the end result turned out, but the level of risk I had to take to do it was like off the charts absurd. So if that's 2,000 into 50, what's it take to turn 600 into 100,000 in 30, 40, 50 days? Obscene levels of risk, absurd, just off the charts, dumb levels of risk. If I'm telling you what I did was pretty dumb, I can't imagine what it's like to do that, okay? Guys, you have to understand here. All right, just bear with me for a couple more minutes while I go through this. You have to understand that the trading industry is akin to the tobacco industry. Okay, they have the Marlboro Man in their commercials. It's like John Wayne basically in your commercials on a strong horse. Guess what? The man just recently passed away. No, he didn't die of lung cancer. You know why? Because he never smoked a day in his life. One of the most iconic figures in the tobacco industry never smoked. You probably didn't know that, did you? Okay. Pepsi puts Beyonce in their commercials. How many Pepsis do you think Beyonce really drinks? Probably not that many. So there's a big difference between marketing and reality, guys. Now, I'm not saying some people don't actually do what they say they're doing, but here's the rub, okay? Most of the time when they do it, the conditions are perfect. They've had many, many years of experience, and they're pitching to somebody that has zero experience, none. All right? It's like Tiger Woods saying, yeah, just pull out your 1 iron and hit it 248 yards, 2 feet from the cup, and you've never picked up a golf club. Good luck hitting a 1 iron 10 yards. Okay? My point is most of these gurus out there, they don't talk about the single most important thing that is when you want to become a trader. Okay? And you know what it is? It's money management, account management, risk management. Now, I can imagine after watching this video, all the gurus out there are going to go, no, I talk about it. So they're all going to do videos on it real soon just to prove to you that I'm wrong. I know I'm right on this, guys. You know why? Because I see the marketing. I get the emails that you get. We all get the same stuff. And just so you guys know, the person you think I'm referring to, no, I don't follow on YouTube or anywhere else on social media. But you know where I do see them all the time? All over my stock Twitch page, advertising anywhere. I bet you I spend 1/20th of the advertising budget. Guys, I can tell you with certainty, I don't spend more than $1,000 or $2,000 a month on advertising. All my stuff is mostly free. You watch my YouTube channel, guys, guess what? It's great content, isn't it? I don't pay for that. I just upload it on YouTube. But back to my main point, guys. These guys aren't talking about money management. You know, the average American spends 104% of their salary every year. That means 4% more than they make. Now think about this for a second. If the average American spends 4% more than they make, they're taking that same mentality into their trading career, which means terrible financial planning and horrible money management, which is what most of you are doing. It is completely, utterly, and totally unacceptable to ever, even one time to blow up a trading account. I have never done it, ever, okay? These people out there are telling you, oh, it's just part of the process. It's not. It's garbage. It's marketing BS, guys. You're seeing this, and what's happening is they're preying on your hopes and your dreams and your emotions because you're sick and tired of your day job, and you want to leave it, and you think, oh my gosh, I mean, I could turn my life around in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. No, you can't. Okay, this business will be unequivocally probably the hardest thing you've ever tried in your life by a lot. Unless you're a Navy SEAL, this is probably the hardest thing you've ever done. Anywhere. I don't care what you do. Okay, so you need good money management. See, guys, to win, to make money, you first have to last. If you can't last, you'll never make money. And for some folks out there blowing up $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 accounts, no big deal. You just re-up it, right? You reload it, refresh it. For many of you out there, $500 is a lot of money. $1,000 is a lot of money. So to reload it and refresh it takes time. Guess what? If you only have a $500 or $1,000 to your name, you're not ready to start real trading. You can watch free videos and you can soak up and suck up all the information you can online. That's wonderful, but you're not ready to start real money. Guys, just because you can call a brokerage and sign up online and fund your account doesn't make you a trader. All right, just because I say I want to be a lawyer doesn't make me a lawyer. You still got to go through law school, pass the bar, and do all that stuff, plus training. Too many of you out there are seeing this advertisement and you're going, ooh, wow, oh my gosh, I can scrounge together $612. Maybe I can make 100 or 200 grand too in the next 90 days. You can't. You can't. And when I did my 2000 to 50, I had 8 to 10 years of experience trading, and it's still the dumbest thing I've ever done. Let me show you why. And I am guilty. I'm raising my hand. Years ago, I'm guilty of putting out some of that frivolous, horrible marketing. Even things that are true, when they're put out there in the way that they're put out there in the marketing bubble, they're lies. Yes, so maybe somebody does turn money and they take $600 and turn it into 10 grand. Maybe they do that. Maybe they don't. But the way they put it out there is you can do it too as a brand new trader. And realistically, you can't. You really can't, guys. Okay, so I'm not trying to hurt your hopes and dreams. I'm not trying to be a dream crusher right now. I'm trying to actually help you have a realistic chance of succeeding in the trading industry, because I am sick and tired of everybody calling this business a bunch of gamblers. And they are, because you see these people saying, oh, I made 92,000% in 3 days. And that's what all the ads are. Check out this system. It hasn't lost in 7 years. Right. That's why they're selling you the system, because it's never lost in 7 years. Okay? So the point I'm making, guys, is get your money management together first. Most of these people, and the reason I use the word Kevorkian trading is they're assisting you in blowing up your account because you don't have the experience that perhaps they do. All right? And even if you did, what they're doing is just insane. All right? And again, guys, I'm not even going to go there, but you know, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck, guys. I mean, again, don't want to get too off topic here. I want to get into those account statements here soon. Some of you go, oh, Jared's rambling again. Okay, listen to me for a second. If you can take $600 into 100 or 200 grand in 50 or 60 days, then why can't you take 200 grand into $1 million in 2 years? I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of money, okay? And I've found in life from personal experience that the more money I have, the easier it is to make money. When I have $1 million, it was a lot easier to make $2 million than when I had $1,000 turn it into $1 million. It was a lot easier. But you guys out there are believing this marketing. You're so naive. My goodness gracious, to think you could take $700 into 150 grand in 60 days, 2 months, but you can't turn 150 into $1 million in 2 years. And before you want to say anything, don't even make a comment about it in the comment section. I worked on Wall Street. I've managed 50, $100 million accounts. So don't tell me, oh, it's the law of diminishing returns and it's harder to make money with more money. Don't even go there, okay? So stop believing the BS. Put together a proper trading business plan and trading plan. Start with proper capitalization, which is not $500, it's not even really 2 or 3 grand. You could probably start at that level, but it's going to be so hard, guys. Look, again, just because you can throw some money into a trading account does not make you a trader. No, I'm not crushing your dreams. I am helping you from pissing away money. I'm actually showing a little bit of caringness right now, okay? So let's head over to the computer. I'm gonna literally bring up account statements, okay? And we're gonna go through each month, and I'll bring up some of the days in the middle of those months, and I'll show you just what stupidity looks like, and I'm looking in the mirror because I've done the same thing, okay? And by the way, one last comment. For those of you who think that there's even 1/10 of 1% of jealousy out there, that's all I can say. That's an honest laugh. I don't know what to tell you. I'll be gloating if I say anything other than that, okay? I do all right. There's no jealousy here. The truth is, I just want to keep you guys out of trouble, okay? I really do. I want to keep those guys out there that think you can turn nothing into something. I want to keep you out of trouble. You need to be properly capitalized. This business is really good at overhyping people. It's really good at overhyping. Everybody wants to work from home in their pajamas. Who doesn't want to do that? Who wants to sit in rush hour traffic, right? And go to their boss who's having a bad day and deal with that crap? Nobody. I get it. I get it. But guess what too, guys? To be able to be at home and sit in your pajamas, it's probably a tough business, isn't it? Why? Because the rewards are so big. So it's probably a really tough business, isn't it? Guess what? It is. All right, guys, so let's get to the computer, guys. Jared Wesley, Live Traders. I'm going to show my account statements now, all right?
All right, guys, let's dig into this. I don't want this to last too long, but I'm going to go over my account statements from January all the way through December, every single month, and I'll even match them up with the daily P&L from that day. And on top of it, you know what? Let's just get started before I get into that with the yearly P&L. And on top of the yearly P&L, I'll even put up my tax return and the K1 for it. And I challenge anybody out there, if you go get your forensic specialist and tell me I doctored these statements up. If you want $5 grand, come to my house and I'll show them to you. I will literally open it up, okay? Get your forensic specialist to take a look at them. I'm putting them all up here soon. Now, before I get into it though, okay, I am here to help you guys, all right? I'm not trying to BS you. I'm not trying to make fun of other people. Some people really just didn't understand my video and they thought it was sour grapes. It is not. The whole point of doing this is simple, and I'll repeat it about 5 times throughout the video, okay? Building a small account from $600 or $700 into tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars is really, really hard. And to do it, not only do you need massive amounts of experience, you have to take unnecessary risk that most of you can't handle and you shouldn't be handling. So the purpose of this is to show you guys how stupid I was when I did this, how foolish it was. And in case you're curious why I did it, the purpose of this is we had a lot of prop clients, proprietary trading clients back then. A lot of them complained, you can't take $2,000 or $3,000 and grow a small account from it. And I said, yes, you can, but it's very difficult. Well, the truth is you really can't, guys. I mean, you can, but you need a lot of experience to do it. So I want to show you that. But before I do, let's go in and first put up the yearly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow it up. Don't worry, give me a second. Okay. That's the yearly prop report, okay? Signed in as Jared Wesley, sign out, you can see it. There's my account number, January 1st, 2013, December 31st. That's the last time I did a small account challenge. Why? Because they're BS. Guys, you don't just take $600 into $1 million and decide to start over. Who does that? That's like Warren Buffett saying, you know, I've made $20 billion. It's too much. Let me start over. No, you build on the million you made. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Anything else is just marketing hoopla. If you actually believe somebody made $1 million and then decided to start over, you're crazy. I have some swampland in Florida that I want to sell you because it's so much easier to turn 1 million into 2 million than it is to turn $600 into $1 million. Trust me on that, okay? So what we have here, guys, is my entire yearly statement, and I'm going to go over month by month. Don't worry, okay? So I started with $2,165. I turned into $51,720.17 gross, That's key. My trade fees were over $12,000 that year. I netted just under $37,000. Okay, I only paid myself 12 grand of that whole entire year. Okay, I took 3 million shares that year. That should tell you a little bit about how hard this is. How many shares do you guys trade per month? I don't trade penny stocks, by the way. So imagine trading 3 million shares on $30 stocks, $100 stocks, $50 stocks. Okay, so this is the yearly statement, and I challenge anybody to tell me this isn't real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one more on top of this. One more. So give me 1 second. Okay. Now I'm going to put this up. Give me 1 second, guys, while I do this. Okay. Right there. That's my tax return. Okay. Now I'm going to put this up right next to it. Give me a second. And that's the K1. Maybe I can blow this one up just a little bit. All right. There we go. Okay, so that is the tax return on the left, okay, and the K1 on the right. You could see my name, my wife's name. I obviously blacked out the Social Security number. I put part of my proprietary trading ID number in there, and there's my net money. You're asking, well, why isn't that $37,000? Because they take 10%. The prop firm took 10%. I had a 90-10 split with the prop firm. Okay, so I netted $33,408 that year. Oh my gosh, look at that, $33,408 that year right off the K1, 2013. Again, I challenge any of you to contest that this isn't real. Okay, so that's my tax return, all right, for my prop trading that year. And then this is the Schedule K1. All right, they match. Now, let's do this. This is my January statement. Okay, monthly statement for January. Now, this is where I want you guys to pay attention. Okay, now normally you should never, ever, ever risk more than 1% per trade, no matter what your experience level is. To be honest, brand new traders should never risk more than 10%. This is where proper money management and proper risk management comes into play. Why? Because you're not that good yet. If you were that good, you wouldn't be searching out trading services. You wouldn't have only $500 to your name. You're just not that good. So never risk more than $5 or $10 per trade when you're new. After you've gained experience, never ever risk more than 1%. So if I started with $2,100 here, 1% would be about 20 bucks, a little bit more than $20, right? Well, if you look at the P&L, clearly I was risking more than that. You know how much I was risking? 5%. I was risking $100 per trade. 5%. Now, before I even get into this, why do you never risk 3, 4, 5% on a trade? Well, because if you have a losing streak of 5 or 10 trades in a row, which absolutely happens to good traders, guys, don't kid yourself. Good traders lose 5, 10 trades in a row. It happens. You would knock out 25 to 50% of your account. Oh my gosh. And you're going to see what stupid trading looks like. So I risked 5% the first day. I made 2 to 1 on my money, right? I risked $100. I made 200. Second day, kind of break even-ish. Remember, this is net now. This isn't after. This is after trade fees. Then 130, then 100. So far, good start to the month. And then this happened. I lost $500, 5 to 1. Guys, what did I do here? I lost almost 25% of my account. Thankfully, before this happened, I had already made about $500. So it took me basically back to even again, right? I started technically with $1,876 because they took out $288 in fees before I even started. All right, one, there's that yearly fee you pay, and then the other one is the monthly platform fee. The monthly platform fee is like $148 or something. The rest of it was the yearly fee. So I really started with $1,876. So it started off really well. I had made $300, $400, $500, and then boom, I'm basically starting over again. Why? 5% risk is insane. And I do all right, do all right, do all right, do all right, do all right. So everything's going on. After I made this boneheaded mistake, you're like, all right, I learned from it. Boom, 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 boom. But whoa, what in the world happened here? Guys, do the math here. 5% risk. I lost almost $1,300 after fees. That's 13 to 1. Guys, that's 65% of my account. I had the account from $1,870 all the way up to over $3,000. And in one day, because of bad money management, risking too much per trade, I dropped a $3,000 account to $1,700. I lost almost half the account in one day. Now imagine if you had back-to-back bad days. And you want the truth? I broke my plan on this day. I should have never allowed this. I should have stopped after I was down $300 to $400. But I didn't. Then I made a little money. And by the way, at the end of the month, I basically broke even. All right? I made $300. Trade fees were $313. So I lost $11. And this was, again, this is platform fees. This is yearly fees. So I ended up basically what? Starting the month and ending the month in the same spot. Okay? This is stupid trading. Risking 5%. Now again, I'll go to February. I mean, blow it up, guys. We're going to have a whole bunch of these. I don't know why I just did that. Let's try that again. Okay, and let's do this. All right, I don't know why it's double propping this over here, but whatever. Just deal with it, okay? So, this is February. Notice, $1,865. At the end of the month, I made $289, all trade fees. I made $111, but after the monthly platform fee, I basically broke even. So back-to-back months, guys, I broke even. All right, back-to-back months. So this small account challenge didn't start so hot. Actually, it started really well till like the last day of January, right? So 2 months in, I'm not doing so hot. Let's bring up March, okay? All right, so here's March. Bring it a little bigger so you guys can see it. Okay. Now, March is when things start to turn the corner, okay? Start off the month, I have $140 in fees, but I make $160, I make $200, I make $180. I don't have any really bad down days. In fact, only 2 down days the entire month of March, and I make $2,600 after trade fees. I basically net $2,300 after platform fee, $2,100. Okay? $2,100, that's good. Now, for those of you just real quick who think, oh yeah, you doctored this up, guys, I have every single one of these from January all the way to December. So look at here, March 1st. It says what? I grossed 188 and I netted 163. Let me pull it up for you. Okay. What did I say? I grossed 188. Oh, there's the gross, 188. All right. Remember, total P&L with commissions is a little bit off because the formula on here is different than the actual. This is what you're paying, you're looking for. So that day I took 2,000, 3,000, 3,800, 4,800, 5,800 shares, right? I took 5,800 shares and I made $188, correct? Let's move it off the screen. Oh, look at that. I took 5,800 and I made $188. Guys, I can do this for every single day. Second day, 2,000 shares, I made 206 gross. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, look at this. $206, 2,000 shares. Guys, I saved every single one of these, all 240 of them. Let's do one more and then move on. All right, let's do the down day right here, okay? March 14th, I took 4,400 shares and I lost $155. Where's March 14th? March 14th is right here, guys, right there. So what did I take? Oh, there's the minus $155, and I took 4,400 shares, okay? I saved every one of these for any of you guys that want to contest it. Okay, the point I'm making is this small account challenge, guys, is not an easy thing to do. Okay, it's very challenging. So let me bring up April for you. If I don't do this quickly, guys, we'll be here for months. Okay, so let's bring up April. All right, so April, I grossed $183, all trade fees, $1,400 in April. I lost $1,200. Adjust for the platform fee, I lost $1,300 that month. Plus, I took $1,000 out of my account for some reason. I don't remember why. It was a long time ago. Now, guys, why? Because I'm risking too much money. At this point, guys, I was still risking 5%. I was risking $200 to $300 per trade. So look at this day here. I lost $1,500 on April 18th. I lost another $1,500. So actually, the month was mediocre until the last day of the month. Now, you guys are going, oh my gosh, Jared, you're not doing so hot. No, I'm not. So we're 4 months in, and I've had basically a break-even month, a losing month, a winning month, and a losing month. That's what the pressure of trying to build a small account does to you. It makes you do things you wouldn't normally do. Let's bring up May. Now things start to get better. Okay, here's May. Now all of a sudden, wow, $5,400, trade fees are $1,000. Guys, I took 265,000 shares that month. All right. I was risking like $200-300 on a $4,000 account. It went well for me. I netted $4,300, and now all of a sudden the account's gone from $2,000 to almost $9,000. Great, but you saw how it started the first 4 months. Did you see the risks I had to take? And I'm still taking those risks. I'm still taking that high level of risk, which is unacceptable. All right, you should never take more than 1%. Let's do June. June, gross, $700, $800, $797. Look, fees were $1,000. You know, when your fees are $1,000, guys, on $200 to $300 risk, you're over trading and you're risking too much. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down days. 7 down days, and one of them was $2,200 because I had the account up to over 10 grand at one point, right? And then this happened again. Why? Pressing. Now, I'm saying this from a trader at the time who had 8 years of experience, 9 years of experience, and I'm telling you, I was pressing. Why? I was trying to make a point to my traders. You guys can grow a small account and turn it into tons of money. It's so hard to do. The question is, why would you want to do it? Let me say this. Trading is already the hardest job you've ever tried. Growing a small account, $600 into 50 grand, makes trading nearly impossible. So you take a business that's already incredibly hard, and now you make it even harder by taking a small account and trying to blow it up. Not blow it up, but grow it up. And in trying to grow it up, you usually end up blowing it up. Okay? Here's July of that same year. I grossed $5,000. I had $900 in trade fees. I netted $4,100. Again, there's the platform fee. I'm up to 11 grand. Things are getting better, yes, but I'm also increasing my risk exponentially. Now, instead of doing $200 to $300 risk, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing $400, $500 risk. All right, let's go to August. All right, that was July. Now let's go August. Okay. August turned out to be a nice month. Made $7,600 gross. But look at the trade fees. They're ballooning up. Why are they ballooning up? Because now I'm risking $400 a trade. So instead of risking 200, I'm risking 400. So my quantity of shares is increasing, which means my trade fees are increasing. Now, I know what some of you are going to say. Well, trade fees are going away, Jared. I understand that. I get it. So in this case, you'd save yourself about 10, 12 grand that year. But you still see the level of risk that I'm incurring here. It's obscene. It's absurd. It's not worth it. Guys, I mean, I'm building the account. We're up to 16,000. Boom, I lose $2,000. Okay? So ultimately, I end up netting $5,800. Took $500 out for whatever reason. Okay? And now I'm up to $16,000. So is the small account challenge working? Yeah, I started with basically $1,800 and I'm at $16,000. It's working, but look at the amount of risk that I have to take, okay? And just quick, guys, for those of you who think, oh, he's lying again, okay, let's take the biggest down day and the biggest up day. The biggest down day was $2,106 right there. August 20th, $2,106, 13,000 shares. Let me pull up August 20th. Where are you at? Oh, there you are, August 20th. $2,107, and do the math, 13,800 shares. I have the P&L for every single one of these days, guys. All right, what was the biggest up day of the month? It looks like it was $1,785 gross. That was August 7th, 21,000 shares. Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Imagine that it matches. I'm just randomly picking these out, guys. $1,785. Boom, it was a good day. Okay? I don't want you new traders thinking, wow, I can make $1,700 too. No, I was taking unnecessary risk here. 4, 5, 6% per trade. And when I go on a losing streak, it gets really ugly. All right, so that's August. Let's go to September. All right, you guys bored yet? Because I'm bored of going through this. Are you getting the point that to grow a small account, you have to incur unnecessary risk? The turtle wins the race in trading, not the hare. Why? Because to make money in trading, you first have to last. You have to last. You have to be able to get through it first. So what do we have here? This is September. Look at some of these down days. $1,300, $1,300, $1,200, $2,500. Guys, I'm risking like $600. That's insane to be risking $600 on this. That's what, 4%? That's nuts. So I made 3,100, but my fees are 1,700. I netted 1,400. There's that platform fee again. I'm at 15,000. So realistically, I made 1,300 bucks that month. Okay, let's do October. Okay, here's October. Again, any one of you want to challenge me on this? Get a forensic specialist? Bring them in. Go ahead. This is the real statements. Okay, so this month I grossed 5,700. I netted 3,500. Look at those trade fees, $2,142. Your broker's happy, guys. But there's a day in here I lost $3,000. 3,000. Why? Because I'm pushing it. I'm pushing the envelope way too much. Let's bring that one up. What is this? October 9th is what it was. Let's bring that one up. All right. Wow. 3,100. I lost every trade, guys. On some of these trades, I was risking $700. $700 risk on one of these trades. You know how nuts that is? On a $15,000 account? It's suicidal. And yet, I'm making it work. And remember, I'm going to keep drilling this into your head. I'm losing this kind of money with 9 years of experience. And I'm still getting away with it. I'm still making money. What is a brand new trader going to do? I'm going to repeat it one more time. I am doing this with almost a decade of experience. What are you going to do when you have 10 days experience, 10 weeks experience? You're going to blow the account up. And then the last 2 months of the year, I ended strong. Okay, I did. I ended strong, risking about $800 a trade, which is insanity. All right, it's insane. It really is. But I ended up making $11,000. I netted $10,300, paid the platform fee. Okay, and I really net made $10,200 that month. $10,200 that month. Okay, last month of the year, December. Here it is. I traded small the last few days, but look at the beginning of the month. I still ended up making $8,000 after everything's said and done. Okay, took a $5,000 check. I guarantee you I have this check somewhere. I'll try to find it for you guys if I can and bring it back and overlay it on top of the video later if I can find it. I can't find it in real time now, but I bet you I have this check just to prove it to you. Okay, betcha. Nonetheless, look at the level of risk I took, guys. The level of risk I took, let's see where it's at to do this. That's where I ended up for the year. $12,800 in trade fees. And yes, I did realistically turn $1,800 because they took $288 out before I even started trading. Made $37,000, but they still took their 10% off this. And when they took their 10% off of it, guys, I only made $33,000. How do you know that? Because, wait for it, there they are. That's my tax return. I'm not calling an accountant to say, yes, they verified. I'm showing you the tax return. So all you verified people, stuff it. There's the K1, stuff it, okay? The whole purpose of this video, the whole point of this video, guys, is to tell you that to do what I just did on this, and I did this twice in my career, $2,000 into $100,000 and $2,000 into $50,000, okay? The risk that I took was stupid. So all you out there that think that so-and-so out there, or this person or that person, this guru out there is doing you good, and you're thinking, well, if he did it, I can do it. They're leading you down the primrose path. And that path has thorns on it. And what they're ultimately doing to you is walking you to the edge of a cliff. And they're letting you jump. And then they're saying, I didn't push you off the edge. I didn't push you off the edge. You did it. They led you to the edge, though, by making you believe in insanity. They made you believe or think that you could take $500 and make $100,000 out of it in 60 days. You can't. And if you did do it, save that money because the market wants it back. Why? Because you gambled to get it. You gambled to get it. Guys, I've had 10 trade losing streaks before. If you risk 5-10% of your account, how much money do you have left after a 10 trade losing streak? At 5%, you lost 50% of your account. I've had 10 straight losing streaks probably once a year for the last 10 years in a row. This is why you only risk 1% max. And this is why it is not possible using 1% risk to grow your account in 60 days from $612 into $100,000 or $200,000. It's impossible. And anyone who tells you that is basically helping you blow up your account. And if you're new, it's really impossible. All right, guys? So Look, I could sit here and I could show you how I turned 200 into 100, the exact same statements, the exact same tax returns, all that stuff. But I think I've made my point. I could show you some checks, but I think I've made my point. And maybe I'll put a couple checks on the screen. I don't know. Okay? I wanted this lecture to be educational. Okay? Never, please, ever, never, never risk more than 1% per trade ever. If you don't have at least $3,000 to $5,000, you're not ready to be a trader. Look, you're going to have somebody else at a different company tell you, oh, don't listen to that guy at Live Traders. Look at my account statements. Wink, wink. Look at those account statements. Okay? Guys, Photoshop's an amazing tool. Okay? My point I'm making is, if you want to do this business right, you want to do it properly, you want to have a fair, realistic chance to succeed, start with at least 5 or 10 grand. Get an education, learn from people with more experience, get market experience, build a trading plan, do it as if you had to go down to a bank for a loan and prove to them your plan and say, all right, I would like to borrow 20, 30, 50,000 to start a business. And the bank says, okay, show me your plan. Most of you don't have a plan. You're just winging it. You're just listening to some Google advertisement or something that pops up on Facebook or something that pops up on StockTwits and going, oh my gosh, did you see what that guy did? He made 42,000% on that trade. He hasn't lost a trade in 9 years. And you're believing it. You're believing it. Guys, you know why I'm different? Some of you might believe this. I don't really give a shit if you do. I don't need to do this. Guys, I make tons of money outside of trading. But trading accounts for like 2% of my yearly income. Literally, maybe 5% on a good year. Live Traders is less than 10% of my income, guys. I'm doing this to try to help you. Okay? Sure, I want to be paid for my courses. Of course. Why? Because I spent time making them. And if you're good at something, you should be paid for it too. Right? But I donate to charity too. All right? I give free stuff out too. I give free stuff out all the time. Send books out to people all the time. Courses out to people all the time. I'm trying to help you stay realistic, because if you stay realistic, at least you'll have a chance to succeed. If you don't stay realistic, you will never succeed. Not ever. Now, I know many of you are just going to brush this aside and go, yeah, whatever, Jared. You're no different than everybody else. Guess what? I don't care. Fine. Do what you want to do. Go ahead. It's not going to affect my life. Keys to the McLaren are still in my cupboard. Not going to affect my life. You do what you want to do. You know why? As long as you do it with your money, I don't really give a shit. But I'm telling you from years of experience, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. Period. End of discussion. This business is wonderful. But to be able to do it takes years. Guys, you're not going to make money your first year. If you break even your first year, you were successful. Let me repeat. If you break even your first year of trading, you were very successful. Not little bit, very successful. Okay? 2 to 3 years to gain profitability, most likely. Most of the time. That's what it's going to take you. Some of you it's going to take more. Some of you will never succeed. You'll break the rules to your plan. You won't get an education. You want to try to copy your way to success in the chat room. No. You're going to have to cut your teeth the hard way. If you don't want to drive to work every day in rush hour traffic and deal with your boss, then put 3 to 5 years into this. And then you'll be successful. But don't listen to the furus out there, the people that want to get you rich quick, because that's not how it happens in this business. All right, it's just not the reality of it. And if there's 1 out of a million that does it, good for that one person out of a million. Guess what? That's the exception to the rule. And by definition, the exception means not the normal. You're not the exception. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. I'm trying to help you realize those dreams. Okay? So I hope this made sense to you. It drug on a little longer than I want. I know there's no charts in here and all this and that. I just want you to realize you should never risk more than 1% per trade ever. Please try to start with at least $3,000 to $5,000 minimum. Don't believe anybody that tells you can turn $600 into $100 grand in 50, 60, 70 days. It's bullshit. And last but not least, anybody that doesn't talk about money management, risk management, or account management, run away. Don't walk. Run as fast as you can, because they just want your money for a course. See, I don't care if you take my course. I really, truly don't. It's not going to affect my lifestyle. A lot of other people, when you want that range, you want that wagon, they need it for their lifestyle. Got to have it. Got to have it. And answer me one more last question, guys. It's rhetorical. You don't have to actually answer it. If you really made $1 million, why would you want to start back over with 600 or 1,000? Why? Why would you want to do that? You know why. Because that person can likely make more money selling courses than they can actually trading. You know that's totally like, you're like, wait, that's too much common sense. Stop, Jared. If you had $1 million, it's easy to turn 1 into 2 million. But it ain't easy to turn 1,000 into 1 million, is it? So why would you want to start over? Answer me that question. Why, realistically, in this world today, would you want to start over if you didn't have to? I just showed you how hard it was to turn 2,000 into 50, let alone 600 into 200 grand. Why? To sell more courses. Guys, it's brilliant marketing. It's genius marketing. And you guys are eating it up right out of the palm of their hands. They're getting everything they want. Guys, it's hard, this business. It's really, really, really hard. Jared Wesley, Live Traders. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. I'm signing off. I'll talk to you again next time.
To get more great educational content, subscribe to the Live Traders YouTube channel. This way you'll get email alerts every time I upload a new video.